You are not alone in your confusion. There are some big, weird things going on right now in the world, in the silver market, in the gold market. Let's take a look at a number of these strange occurrences and make some sense of what is going on. This morning, we received jobs numbers from the U.S. Bureau of Labor and Statistics, and they were like double of what was expected by the market. Isn't it a little weird when we look around, when we live our lives and know that the economy is struggling, yet we get news after news from our government that everything's great in the economy? What made it even weirder from a silver and gold perspective is a big surprise beat in jobs numbers like that should have meant a beat down in the silver price and gold price. But exactly the opposite is what we're experiencing today. The price of silver and price of gold are going up. That is very unusual, and I think as we build on some other factors going on, we're going to start to see that a lot of this weirdness is going to gel together and provide massive, massive support for the silver price and gold price. Let's go back 1 week ago today. We saw the price of silver move 7% in just a few hours from its high to its low. Silver had been up almost $1 in the morning and then bombed out, dropped, like most people in the silver and gold industry will say they've never seen in decades of following the price. It was a total collapse. But do you know that during that little short period of time, there were over 550 million ounces of electronic paper, sometimes we call it unicorn fart dust, silver, that was traded. That's like 2/3 of the annual mine production. Very strange behavior. And while it did make me depressed and maybe made you a little depressed as well, who likes to see silver get bombarded like that? There was something that was telling me this is really weird. And when things get smashed down like that, they typically bounce back. Maybe that's what we're seeing today. And hey, if you want to get your hands on some real silver, go check out Pimbex. They make videos like this possible. They're an online bullion dealer, Pimbex. I trust them. I also trust that I get a great price when I buy from Pimbex. I just bought some more silver a few weeks ago. I shopped around like I always do. I always find Pimbex checks all the boxes. What else weird is going on? We're hearing more and more people talk about this recent last week push down in the gold price and the silver price also being attributed to the fact that the Chinese were on holiday. I think it's called Golden Week. And that when they are on their Golden Week, nobody in China trades silver or gold. And that gives those wonderful, ethical, top-notch people that trade at the COMEX and the LBMA the opportunity to kind of move the price around. Many people are saying that when the traders in China come back next week, we could see a hungry appetite to purchase gold and silver, what is now a relatively discounted price. And what about the Costco phenomena? I will tell you this. I think the Costco gold situation, Costco selling gold, selling out of gold on their website, we might look back at that 2 or 3 or maybe 5 years from now and say that was the sign. That was the canary in the coal mine. I had a wealthy real estate investor friend of mine ask me about this. I had a friend of mine who's a PhD in physics, doesn't do anything with precious metals. First thing he did was ask me about the Costco situation. And the icing on top was my mom. When I took my dad to the cataract surgery earlier in the week, as we're sitting in the waiting room, she asked me, what's going on with Costco selling gold? Everybody, that next layer layer of people beyond us, gold and silver enthusiasts, everybody seems to be interested in talking about silver and gold. Could it be just starting to percolate? What do you think? I think that could definitely be the case. Other weird news we have, how about a 4.8% 10-year bond yield? Guys, interest rates are through the roof. We've got banks in the United Kingdom that are in big trouble. We have Metro Bank over there whose stock is only down 98% since 2016, down 30% on Thursday of this week alone. There is just weirdness surrounding us everywhere. And when it comes to silver, we also got news that Pan American Silver was shutting down their La Colorado mine in Mexico, their silver mine in Mexico, because a group of armed bandits showed up and stole all of their silver concentrate. I mean, everywhere I look, it feels like things are getting very strange. You know, we had a conversation with Lynette Zhang probably 5 or 6 weeks ago, but I'll never forget her saying that people are telling her how strange things seem, how confusing everything seems out there. And she brought up such a critical point. She said, yes, that's because the system is under so much stress. That's because the system could be nearing a major breaking point. And we know we want to be prepared with precious metals. That's what we are, silver and gold enthusiasts, basement dwellers. We know that silver and gold can act at minimum as an insurance policy. But boy, if the system really comes under a lot of stress, silver and gold could also offer us great opportunity for capital appreciation. The other company I want to mention that's also a sponsor around Spaceman is First Mining Gold. If you want to get gold in the ground, look no further than First Mining Gold. They have 2 5 million ounce development stage projects in Canada. They also have 4 other projects in Canada. They've got millions and millions of ounces of gold that's already been discovered, already been drilled, and already had scientific research done on them to determine how much gold is in the ground. It's going to be an interesting ride for us as we move into the coming months, quarters, and years. There is weirdness everywhere. I don't know how you feel about it, but to me, it feels like things are congealing in regards to our investments in the precious metals. We saw unbelievable returns for precious metals during the 1970s and even into part of the early 80s. So when we talk about metals going up multiple times in value, while many people may scoff at us, that's okay. I believe we could see $3,000 or $5,000 gold much sooner than most people want to recognize. Heck, during the 70s, silver went up more than 20 times in value, more than 30 times in value. If you apply some simple math to the $20 per ounce silver price that we have right now, $100 silver at the max, but even triple-digit silver, $100 silver, heck, $50, $60, $85 silver is not out of the question. It may seem like a far-fetched dream to us now, but as we move into these coming months, quarters, and years, I think the world is going to present the precious metals with some fertile ground for price increases. You know one thing for sure. I'll be here for you through it all. I always appreciate when you join me in the basement. We're going to have a fun ride, and I'll see you soon.